Long time no see. Well, last time I was in France, I can remember. So, France, I meant Portugal, sorry, and Spain. No, but I went to Porto, after Santiago, flew to Amsterdam, after that I flew to Antalya. It was a long journey, so quite tired. Not really any special update. Then Antalya stayed in a hotel, very late, like 2 at night I arrived or something like that. Well, like it was like 27 hours awake or something, so it was quite tiresome. And well, I just slept in a hotel, and I went to see Antalya a little bit. Too overcrowded of a city, but still a little bit nice. The culture was very nice. Just the feeling of something new was amazing. And then I discovered something. Booking.com is blocked in Turkey because of tax or something like that. They refuse to pay tax, or it's a long story, but Turkey banned Booking.com here. That's really annoying with booking new stuff. I figured out today, so I try a VMP to bypass it, but it somehow doesn't connect. It worked first, but then later it didn't, so that's really annoying. So the second day for accommodation, I searched an Airbnb for the first time. Never knew how that was gonna work out, but it was a good decision. The person who's running this is so nice, seriously, and his family is hosting the people, and like he's like multiple families, like his uncle, his aunt, father, mother, and other siblings. They are hosting the people then, and he's managing it basically. So I was staying at his aunt and auntie, I think, and they were so warm, they were so kind, they were so welcoming. It was such an amazing experience. I've never had such hospitality in my life before. It was absolutely crazy. I was so overwhelmed, and it's such a big difference than Holland, where everybody's so on himself. So that was such a nice experience. And tomorrow I'm gonna start the Lycian Way, so we'll see how it goes. And then I see those goats. It's kind of funny, they looked at me like, what the fuck is he doing here? Okay, I guess these are my new travel companions right now. Okay, well, let's keep on walking, I guess. Oh, they're already going to the rocks. Oh well, not that good company, I guess. Hi. You're like, what am I need to do? Follow the group? And they're waiting. Okay, that's funny. Okay, tough hike. I'm gonna keep on going though. I guess they're not gonna finish these houses. Well, maybe that one, but look, there's a beautiful house they want to build, but it seems very abandoned here. Maybe because of the fall of the lira, it's very more expensive production cost. Not sure. So cool, a turtle. Never seen that before. In wild, at least. Oh, but it's such an ancient creature. It's so cool. Yeah, he's now coming towards me, trust me. You won't really see it that well here, but the hike is pretty tough. Like, technical, little bit more to the dangerous side. The cliff routes are very narrow, and it's so much climbing. There are so many rocks you can basically slip over, or glide, I don't know what the English word is, but it's pretty tough. So, if you walk here, be careful. I still think it's more safe than a fucking road if you're biking, but still, this is the first time when hiking I'm thinking, yeah, okay, should we really be cautious here? Yeah, this was pretty cool. In this time of the year, so many like campings are like abandoned like this, or, well, I'm kind of looking at like it's cool. Although it doesn't really fit with the style of the hike, but oh well, it's okay. Okay, well, that was a very exciting, adventurous and dangerous part of the trail. Damn, there was a point, like a variant of the route, I think, where I had to climb a mountain. I first was walking at the beach, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna climb through the mountains, catch up again to the main route, and well, see how it goes. And there wasn't really a trail. It was very narrow. It was like a lot going up. It was very tough. It was raining. There were a lot of loose rocks, and the last trail was like going up like immediately, and you had to climb through a rope, and there was all loose rocks there. I couldn't film it because it was way too dangerous, or at least way too impractical. But of course, because I need to focus on the hike and trust my instinct on it. So it was really, wow, scary, exciting, and I'm gonna not do that anymore after this. I think it was called Seignet Conyu or something like that, the camp. But damn. Okay. But still, to put places into context, I felt even safer on that mountain, where I can trust my instincts and I knew everything was gonna be fine, than on a busy road in Holland, where there's so many people riding like idiots. So, on here, in this regard, I felt more safe than in the roads in Holland. That's kind of crazy, actually. Oh, whoa. That's a very strange ruin. I'll show you. Here. This is really cool. Let's have a look inside, I guess. It's like a water well or something. I'm not sure. What is this? Huh. It's cool. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to Google it later what this is. So just my thoughts on general right now about the trail. It's very limited on where you can get food. Seriously, there are very few little markets with very limited supply, and you don't always find those markets very easily. So that's a bit of an issue, but not totally. But you do have campgrounds, you have enough camping spots to pitch your tent here. The people here are very nice. And you also have like these little pensions where you can get a bed, breakfast, dinner for like 180 to 250 liras a day. I was just staying at such a place and I got a little new buddy. There's this dog which is following me all the time. His name is Oscar. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do with or why he's following me, but it's kind of cute. I'll show him to you. Really, really cute animal. Hey Oscar. Hey, how you doing, mate? Why are you following me? It's kind of cute. He was showing me the trail back. Such cute. I don't know what he's gonna, but I'm probably can't take you back to Holland because you already are owned by somebody, I think. So there's like this little around his neck. So, oh, it's a cute animal. Okay, so we keep on hiking, I guess. You decide when you go back. Okay, I hope so because I can't. It will be very hard for me to take care of you. Dogs are smart, damn. Because they were like freeways. He was looking at me and he was like, we have to go this way. And then I was checking it, and he was right too. Dogs are quite intelligent creatures. Okay. And wow, tough so far. Old tree, this is so cool. How old would it be? And there's even a dead turtle on it. That's kind of scary, maybe some kind of ritual. That's so cool. How old would this be? 100, 200 years old? This is a beautiful tree. Or just very many out of them. I'm not sure. What is it for kind of tree? Anybody knows what kind of tree this is? This is where you walk. Isn't this is just insanely beautiful? Wow. Absolutely stunning. That's exactly what I mean. Look how there doesn't even seem to be a trail here, but there is a little one. But look how steep and deep it is from the cliffs. Really don't want to fall here. And yesterday was so much worse. So much worse. And it was also rainy. Oh wow. Oh well. Just don't be afraid, I guess, and trust your instincts. So far this is not really scary. Just trust yourself, making the wise steps, and you'll be fine. Just a little story. Because that's also nice things about the trails I think I should report. Yesterday I was in a very small supermarket buying some food, and it was raining outside, so I went inside. I was looking around just to buy some food, and suddenly the owner of the market came and gave me a cup of tea and some sugar and that kind of stuff. It was very lovely. Just he knew I was cold and he just gave me without asking tea. Very kind thing of doing, I think. Very kind. And then I drank up the tea and then another came, forced. Very nice people here, seriously. That's what I meant about Turkish hospitality. It's really amazing here so far. Let's see what else the trail brings, because it's still day 3 or something. It's not that much, but still it goes quickly. And I think it will be all over the place, this kind of hospitality of these people. Absolutely amazing. We will definitely learn something from them here in the West. App called Trail Smart, was recommended by one of the people I met here. It's a great app. It also works offline, it's the GPS, that kind of stuff, but probably also a lot of other apps you probably know. So, but if you don't know one, then this one can work out, I guess. If you can see it in the background, but look how many greenhouses there are there. That's insane. I've never seen that in my life before. They're in Holland, near Amsterdam, there are so many, but This is like beyond the horizon, this, literally. Oh, that's gonna be boring to walk through. It's, by the way, called Caradere, Kienik, and Ove, or something like that. So, that's are the places I can see on Google Maps. So here you hear the names, so enjoy Googling it, I suppose. I'm now at a campsite called Lycian Garden Life, something like that. And okay camping, guys are very nice. But when I was sitting yesterday in the common room, they were smoking and drinking, one of them. So that was kinda not nice. And the toilets are very dirty. But for the rest, okay camping. Okay camping. It was nice because it was raining yesterday to sit somewhere nice and warmth. They also had like a fire going, so that was nice. And the guys were very nice who were walking there and who were there. So yeah, because maybe people like it, maybe like to stay here. So this is my review about it. So do whatever you want with it. Well, these are the greenhouses. The other trail through nature was flooded, so I had to walk this way. So, but look. How much garbage and greenhouses there is here. I thought Holland was sometimes very, well, not clean, but here's 1,000 times worse. Oh well. I guess people also don't have really have the choice and also have their reasons why it is like this here. So, no judgment for me. I'm sure they have their stories. See those dogs? Those are literally fucking terrible. They come out of nowhere, they start barking at you. The black one there even started to get very close. Oh, I've never thrown. If you can, skip this part, because the dogs in the trash here are literally terrible. The dogs are like literally, well, you saw it yourself, they're either barking from a distance or coming very sneakily behind you, and maybe what on earth they want to do, I don't know, but maybe they want to bite or something like that. So, it's really annoying, the sound and the possibility of an attack from dogs. But, to counter this, I throw rocks at them. I purposely miss, of course, and I have my knife on hold. And the trash is also terrible. I just saw some, I heard the sound. I was looking at the river next to me, and there were some turtles, and there were some turtles in the river, very hard for them to swim through because there was so much garbage. It was so sad to see that. It's okay. There's nothing I can do about it, really. Maybe the earth fix the problem on its own. Just a while and I'm gone here, thank God. It's like an hour or two walking. It's terrible here. This is crazy. I have to walk over this 2,000-year-old half-broken bridge. Ah well, it's stood already for like 2,000 years. Maybe it will be still standing for another 1,000. Let's hope that's the case. Oh my God, I thought about this route. Oh well, I guess it's very unique. Okay, I have to be careful here, so I'm gonna stop filming again. Bye. Look, this Roman aqueduct is still kind of working, kind of cool. This is where you walk on the whole time. It's sometimes really tricky, but overall it's a very adventurous and, how do you call it? Well, it feels like you're in ancient times. It gives this strange vibes. So I decided to wild camp because I was really tired, and the place I was looking at for possible stay for the night was like 400 liras, and in October it was like 280. So I thought, okay, I saw this wild camping spot on the app, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Look at this view of all the greenhouses. Kind of cool, really cool. This is also gonna make for a great sunset, I think. Oh, I'm so tired. It's funny, I walked the whole day of nature and I'm not tired. I walk 4 hours in the city and I'm damn tired. Oh, it's gonna be a long night of sleep. That's something I can look forward to at least. And the sunset is beautiful. I'll show you. It's really beautiful. Sometimes the wild camping part is so nice for the quietness. Here, this is so beautiful. For now, I'm gonna take a sleep and well, I guess see you tomorrow. I do want to be honest with all the hikes I've done. I don't want to overhype it or anything like that, but this is also part of this hike, what I'm gonna be honest about. The route is really poorly marked. It's absolutely so annoying sometimes. Then you're suddenly lost again, and if you don't have an app to guide you or a book, you'll be screwed a lot of times. I'm pretty certain of that. So just for people to be aware of that. Well, this is adventurous. Okay. What I love so much about this trail is that you see so many turtles. I already saw like 5 of them already. 3 on the trail and 4 in the water. So, oh, so there's 7, I guess. But so cool. Look at this ancient creature. It's so cool. And to also see them in the wild. I've worked with them in the zoos and that kind of stuff, but this is way cooler to see them in freedom. Okay, I'm gonna get going, guy, because I don't... Where I basically walked for the last 2 days. And these greenhouses are, by the way, made by plastic. So, if you think about it, I've never seen so much plastic in my life. I guess glass is too expensive, maybe? I'm not sure. But this was not a fun part to walk through. Absolutely no fun. So I'm glad it's almost over, I guess. I was just in the mountains and I was reading on an app, my app, that this place is really famous along, well, people doing the Lycian Way. In the app it was mentioned they're usually inviting hikers and that kind of stuff. So it's really cool of them, really cool. I was also invited, they gave me something to eat and some tea. It was very kind, seriously. So it makes the hike very special in my eyes. It is quite famous here, so I suppose they already know. Most people already know this place, so I think it's not that bad if I film it.
morning. Yesterday I was staying in a place called Lycian Pension. It's actually quite weird. When I entered the town, there was this very enthusiastic person. He was the son of the owner of the pension, and he was like, here's the pension, or something like that. I don't know. He seemed to have something strange. Then he was very enthusiastic. Then he seemed anger or desperate. I don't know. He was a weird guy, but his parents were very nice. So overall, it was an okay stay. This view is stunning, absolutely stunning. And the road is very quiet, so it's very nice. Ah, Cas! Ah! Can't wait for taking a nice relaxing day here. I hope Cas has some beaches. It reminds me of the Mr. Bean movie where they go to Cannes and where he says Cannes Beach. I have the same feeling like Cas Beach. Oh well, it's so random. Oh well, just happy. I just finished a resting day in Cas. At least I've walked very few kilometers yesterday and now I'm starting really late. So, but seriously, what a lovely town. What a lovely people in it, and there's everything cheap here. It's absolutely crazy. For example, I just had a pizza vegetarian, which is like maybe 12 euros in like Holland and maybe 20 euros in Iceland. Here's like €3.80. It's insane. So probably gonna stay a little bit longer in Turkey. There's another trail called the Carrion Trail. Probably gonna do that one too. It's 800 kilometers. So also mainly on the coastline. So probably gonna do that one, then I go to Greece. So great times ahead. Adventurous, cool hiking part. I just love it when these trees are dead and just fall on the ground for bacteria and fungus to rot them, and they will also create nutrition for all the plants maybe. So I really like this cycle of life. It also gives this eerie, cool feeling. Well, there should be a very cool wild camping spot up ahead, according to the app, so I'm really curious. Yep, this is a great spot. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, just look. This is by far one of the best wild camping spots I ever had. It's amazing, seriously amazing. Yeah, this is by far one of the best wild camping spots I ever had in my life. I really feel such a strong presence of peace at the moment. I mean, you hear the ocean, you hear birds. The temperature is perfect, absolutely perfect. I'm staying here for a night. Isn't this true wealth? I don't think there's any threat here, so at least I don't feel like it. I really feel in peace. There are no Also no sounds from cars, dogs, whatsoever. Or goats, I don't know. Yeah. I think I think this is what you can call maybe God's peace or something like that. The peace I feel right now is absolutely heavenly, I would say. It's indescribable, really. Yeah. It's really indescribable. It's such a strong feeling. Yeah. I'm gaggling around, but it's just amazing, seriously. Okay, I've said it enough, I suppose, but yeah, this is true happiness. This is what I feel right now. I'm really happy, seriously.
So what do you do then after wild camping at wild camping? Well, you watch the sun going down, you wait until it's dark, and you're gonna read a book. And when it is dark, you're gonna sleep, and at least I am gonna sleep, and then it's gonna be a long night of 12 hours of sleep. So I really like that. It's for me quite easy to sleep in a tent, so why not? And it gives a good rest for the body.
Buildings like that, I always wonder what happened to the people and why they left. I think there's a very interesting story and tragic story behind that. Finally walking on the beach. That was the first time on this entire hike, or maybe the second time. But anyway, just a little warning about this trail. Between Dameré and the town after, it's called Venica, I think, there is a mountain, and it's supposed to be a multi-day hike. And I was also looking on the map, and they didn't seem to be any accommodation. So I'm not sure if you can do the whole hike within one day, but just a recommendation. I'm gonna bring food for like maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe more if you can, and also bring some camping equipment with you. Otherwise, you might be in trouble over there in that mountain, or you can just skip it. That's up to you. But I'm gonna do most of the hike, so I'm not gonna skip it right now. Just let you know about that. It's a bit of a different topic, but I think I have to also answer this. There's this Facebook group called Lycian Way, and there are some female travelers who want to do this hike alone. Would I recommend it? I'm not sure actually, because I heard two voices. Yesterday I spoke to a woman. She doesn't dare to do this alone. She was with a group of friends walking this. She said the men are not very well here with women. And I also spoke to the last few days back to a female who told me that it was okay, that she only had like one bad encounter. And if I personally have to look, there are so many males on this trail. I don't see any young woman basically. So I'm not sure if this is a wise thing or not. Just trust your gut. Maybe inform this about with other female travelers. I'm not sure actually. For example, walking to Santiago alone, I would say that's safe for 99.9999%. But this one, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with that. You see that town there? I think that's Damre. And yesterday I was walking through the town and it was, try to skip it, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. Very boring, very urbanized, very many dogs again. So thank God somebody gave me a lift out of the city to the starting point of this mountain. So that was very, very wonderful of you. Whoever, forgot the name already, kinda humiliating, but thank you so much anyway. And nice to meet such lovely people who are hitchhikers. It's always a fun. For example, the guy who I was hitchhiking yesterday was a wrestler. Really nice guy, seriously. I was asking a lady if I can buy food or get food or somewhere, and she was very lovely. She gave me a lot, like pancakes, vegetables. It was so, I love that of humans. I really love it. That gives me such a good feeling. And well, now show you where you are. It's pretty nice. If you're gonna climb this mountain, really be self-confident, because you're gonna get lost. There's nothing along the way. It's very tricky to get water. The terrain is very hard, very technical. It feels like I'm in a Bear Grylls survival situation right now. It's absolutely crazy. And you almost have to climb 1700 meters. I didn't expect that for a coastal hike. Seriously. Should have done my research better. Must have been it. But seriously, this is crazy. And wow, this is snowy again, I suppose. It's first snow of the Lycian Way. Okay, I can't film that right now. Well, this is like a natural toilet thing. It's kind of funny. Like a natural thing. Okay, that's basically it. Maddie, very nice person from the UK. We are climbing this crazy mountain together, and it's a never-ending hell, but it's a beautiful one. Little fire there, there's Maddie, and here's a very nice man who gives Mustafa. Here's a great place, absolutely a very kind man, very kind, not sure if you can see him, but the light is shining, very kind man. He gave us food, tea. It's very, when we were stuck in a fucking ice storm and on the mountains, very scary. Oh, we slept here tonight. Maggie has a little coffin for herself. And like the welcome committee is out of 4 dogs. And look at the environment, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Just a little update of what happened yesterday. So I met Maddie. And we decided that we would go over the mountain. But we didn't know how bad it was with the ice. So it was actually really dangerous. We're like on top of the mountain. And there was like this cliff behind it, like this cliff where went like this, with all ice, trees and that kind of stuff. And we fell down a lot, I did. And it was actually kind of dangerous and very scary and probably life-threatening. I would never do it myself, but I also didn't want to leave her behind. So it was a bit, because if you're in the mountains and you meet each other, you're not gonna
you're gonna stick with each other for safety reasons, especially in these kind of circumstances. You cannot leave somebody behind. So it's stupidity. So I went along with her, and after like 200 meters, we decided it was too dangerous. I said I was so scared, and then we just like slowly climbed down the mountain towards the nearest road, and there we were safe again. So that was nice, but it was scary, very scary. And after we survived that mountain, it was really like, okay, we hope there is like a lovely somebody, very unlikely, but we hope that somebody will brought us in, gives us food, like a hot drink. That exactly happened with Mustafa. So Mustafa, thank you so much for being the hero. If you ever see this, really nice. Thank you so much. Place called Lycian Way or something like that. It's a campsite, and it's a beautiful location. So we skipped a lot actually today because it was kind of boring. It was a lot of road walking. It was also like you had to otherwise walk 15 kilometers near a beach where it was like fully urbanized, like roads and that kind of stuff. So we skipped that, and well, the last few kilometers, a former Lycian Way walker picked us up, and he drove us very slowly along the coastline, and it was beautiful, absolutely stunning. So that was basically it for today. Bye. Olympus from the Greek mythology, I think. Really cool. We're gonna climb that mountain, so it's gonna be a bumpy, hard road. Okay, we're just now walking into Olympus, and look at this. This is so cool. We have to go into a cave for the hike, and the water is really, it feels like Greece here, like ancient Greece. It's so cool. Look what we found here. It's like such a beautiful lake. We just swim here. Well, he's Charles. He's walking to Jerusalem at the moment. Crazy. Well, Lucas, new guy, and you know Maddie, of course. And just look how gorgeous it is here. Absolutely stunning. Just they're making pictures. That's so nice here. Absolutely. Hello. Just to add 29 subscribers. But I don't care.
Just look at these ruins, pretty cool. How old are these? Like 2,000 years, something?
So I guess we want to look for the best river crossing point.
So this is like the things we are gonna see. We have to pay quite a lot for this, obviously. And here we are, in an old Greek city probably. Old Lycian city this. It's actually pretty odd because the Lycian Way, we followed it, there was suddenly a fence, and there was this hole in this fence, so we were like, okay, we're just gonna go through and see whatever happens, and then we end up here, so really funny actually. So I don't know where the other side of Lycian Way is, but I don't care, it's really nice here. Good morning, I just split from the group because it took me way too long, the waiting part. But only what I usually always do when I meet other people and I'm gonna stay with them is when our plans are aligning with each other and when we all want to be together. That's the only way how it will work. Otherwise it's not fun anymore. So if you feel like you want to leave, then you should. If you're gonna see them later again, fine, stick together. If you all want it, it's all based out of your choice and their choices. And if they're all aligned, it's perfect. And now I was like, okay, took me way too long, I'm gonna leave. Valley, the dryness feels like in some kind of Arabic or African country. I guess I'm certainly in an Arabic country. I'm not sure clear about Turkey. It's European, Arabic, maybe mix of both. I'm not so sorry if I've offended anybody, but this is just so cool. Oh my god. Yeah, this really is a great hike. Seriously. There are some boring chunks. And it's hard. It's not always on the coastline. But it's very different every day. It's very beautiful every day. The weather is amazing. It's like dry every day. Absolutely perfect. And always the environment is always a bit different. And the people are very nice here. The sheep here, it's absolutely insane. I'll tell a little bit of an interesting story. Okay, so I've mentioned I was traveling with a group. Yesterday, there was somebody in our group called Charles. Very nice man. He's 20 years old, he's from France, and he was walking all the way from Paris all the way to Antalya without any money. He's been away for 6 months. Isn't that like insane? And without any form of money. So what he did was he's basically asking people for them to stay in their houses, or asking for food, or he's wild camping. So insane, like respect for him. But because of the war in Syria, he's gonna fly the last bit, because he wants to go to Jerusalem. He's flying from Antalya to Israel, so I hope he managed to get in there. But it's just, again, a very interesting person you meet during your travels. And also just 100 meters back you met like somebody from Russia. He was also walking the whole way with a 24-kilo backpack. You meet so many amazing people along this trip, it's amazing. And also Maddie and Lucas are very nice people. The people I'm not traveling with right now, but they're a little bit behind me because I wanted to also travel a little bit on my own again. So yeah, it's good to meet these people. It's absolutely, you learn so much more than a study, I think. It's amazing.
Sleep tonight. I'll show you here. Isn't this amazing again? So look at this. This is where I slept. This is like very very luxury, I think.
It is so cool. I feel like I'm in some kind of Tomb Raider movie with these ruins all over the place. But yesterday Olympus was so cool. That was, I think, the name of the town. Just look how big these ruins are. Oh, insane. They're also free, by the way. You don't have to pay any tickets. So great. Look at this. So cool. This place is called Versailles, and it's actually quite an old, important city here in Turkey. It was founded at 7th century before Christ, so it's actually a really old city, like really old. And then it prospered for quite a long time. It had many different rulers, like Alexander the Great, the Persians. If you're more interested in it, then I would say Google it, but it's actually pretty interesting. I guess it's chicken and dog town, I suppose, because I only see literally chickens living here. Pretty cool. Here, another chicken pops up. Huh, okay. Look where we're walking right now. This is so cool and adventurous. Absolutely stunning. Here, look, the entire trail has been destroyed by an avalanche. So we have to go a little bit in the river and climb up again. So cool, absolutely cool. So cool. So adventurous, you know? And look, the beautiful environment here. Stunning. That's exactly what I mean. The entire trail has been destroyed by some kind of stony, rocky avalanche. And now we're gonna go down here to the river, climb over these rocks. Should be much safer. So we're gonna do that.
This is how I woke up this morning. So this is not bad.
I'm now staying at a place called Doga Camp. And for me, it's by far the worst camping on the whole trip. I explain why. Here it's only basically for like freestanding tents, because I cannot pitch my tent here because I got a non-freestanding tent. There are literally rocks all over the place. Like all over the place. It's very hard to pitch it here. And the only place I found what was okay to pitch here was here. And they also kind of ripped me off with price, with the food, because I'm also walking with Lucas. He's also staying here, and he had to pay much less for the food. Maybe there's a very special reason behind it, but from my point of view, it doesn't make any sense. Yesterday I paid more and got less, so it didn't make any sense. But anyway, they also have a very annoying dog who's like crazy, and I find people, they seem friendly at first, and maybe they are, maybe I misunderstand, but they didn't want to. When I was asking for if they know like a place for like a green field where I can pitch the tent, they were like, well, we don't want to help. It seems like from their body language. So I don't really like this camping, to be honest. But maybe if you stay in a bungalow, it's fine, I guess. But, it's not my camping.
Hence another complaint about the camping. It was absolutely insane and not good for the rest of the hike. But as you might know, we were in the mountains. It can get pretty cold up there. Lucas has rented a bungalow, and there was a spare blanket in it and like a spare pillow. So I asked him if that was okay for me to borrow that, because it's a little bit more comfortable for me, and it can get really cold at night. So it's nice to have like a blanket. Shouldn't be like a problem, right? It shouldn't be a crime. But later, apparently the owner of the camping saw us, and then he was like using translate, blanket and pillow, 100 liras, which is like 60-70% of the price of the whole camping, including dinner and food. Because I totally paid like 160 liras. Also already like, I think they like ripped me off in there. Okay, I accepted it, fine. But then you had to pay like 100 liras additional just for what actually? To borrow a pillow and a blanket. And I think the washing costs are also not that big, because you can just like separate the layers and just wash them all together at once. So there's no evil or crime in it, and well, I wasn't gonna pay for it because it felt like not a very quite evil move, like just a lie, abuse. It feels like that, really. It was really not a nice person move, and so I didn't pay. So, and the worst thing is, we were leaving then, because okay, I'm not gonna say anything. So maybe, I don't know, for me it was the best way, maybe it wasn't smart. And then he was angry at Lucas because he let me borrow his stuff, what he paid for at the time. So it's absolutely crazy. Of course, I cannot sleep in that house. I didn't pay for that. That also wouldn't be fair. And I should have asked him later, the owner of the camping, if I could like borrow that would have been the best case. But on the other hand, I didn't saw like any evil in it or anything like that. And okay, so then we left. He was like stopping us, and then Lucas started running away. Then we was okay, just gonna do the same thing. Then he was staying there, and then he was like, police, police, police. And then I was like, for what actually? Like for borrowing a pillow and a blanket from my friend who paid for that? It doesn't make any sense. And later, there was this friend like in the middle of the whole trail. It didn't make any sense, and he was like buying food, and he was like, why did you escape? Well, then I told him the story, and then he agreed with me, as it seems like. And but he also like informed that there's police waiting for us and that kind of stuff, like at the end of the trail, and there wasn't. Well, it sucks so much because you don't know how the Turkish police work. That it could have been real, but at the end of the day, I would laugh at it, because why on earth would the police show up for like a borrowed blanket and a pillow? It's so funny. So like I was like, just come and bring it on, but it was a bit stressful, you know. Not nice of those people. So it's your choice if you want to stay in a camping or not, but I had no good experience in it. Hey, look, by the way, this is strange. Suddenly a horse on the trail. Very thin one, I see. Okay, can I pass you, please? Okay, I just wait for him to pass a little bit, because I'm not really wanting to get... You can see it, but a lot of trees has been destroyed here. Maybe by a storm or dried, fire, probably a storm. But anyway, look how many trees there are growing there. This is exactly what you mean. These dead trees are like the source of life for the other trees. If you take that away, I think it's not good. But look how rapidly it's growing again. Incredible. That's what I also find pretty remarkable. For the rest, you don't see any young trees here growing, besides this place. And you see a lot of trees have fallen down here. And there's space again for the young trees. And you see them just skyrocketing up. It's like it's needed here that a forest is regrowing back. It's pretty incredible. I really don't like that these forest managers are ruining that balance. I really don't like that. And this is what I also think. These younger trees will also die because other trees will be more successful. They will claim the space, the sunlight, and when they do, the others will die. So you already see some kind of form of natural selection here. The stronger trees will survive, and the younger dead trees will again be a part of the, well, of the balance, green globe, whatever you want to call it in English. So it's all very much connected with each other. Really makes me sad that people don't leave it alone. All for profit, I guess. Not thinking about climate whatsoever. Oh, I'm gonna continue again. Bye. See those burned trees? Huh. I think there was a lot of bushfires a few years back along Antalya and that region. I think this here maybe. Just maybe. Look how quickly it recovers though. Absolutely crazy. Insane. That's so nice. Nature bounced back all the time back. I love it. Was camping again. The pension was closed, so that was not nice. But the view is very nice. Must admit that. Just a little update. I'm actually really tired. Really tough trail. Last few days are really tough, and resupplying is pretty difficult. There was snow again today on the mountain. This is probably after the Tour de Mont Blanc and the TR34 the toughest hike I've done. Mostly because I think this is actually tougher than the Tour de Mont Blanc because it's so much longer, and on Tour de Mont Blanc you could resupply more easily, I think, than here. But tomorrow is my last day probably, so I'll take a few resting days, then the carrion trail. Oh, I don't know how much energy I left, seriously. But Turkish people were really nice again today. They helped me out a lot. So that's really nice about this country. Okay, for now I'm gonna sleep and probably sleep another 12 hours or so. Hey, bye. Another river crossing, quite a few of them on this trail. So this is what it's like for like 90% of the time. Heavy mountain climbing, descending, climbing, technical trails. This is like 90% of the time, although you only see like the most beautiful shots. So this is just a little bit realistic more, as I find that's more important in videos too. But if you want to start this hike in Antalya, get a lot of resupply, and bring a tent with you, because there are like, I saw there's like no accommodation for 2 days or something like that. At least like a pension. The last town I was in, the pension was closed, so this is what I meant. Try to bring a tent just to be safe if you want to do the whole hike, because you don't know what will happen. Maybe something's closed, bankrupt, not the right time in the year, I don't know. It can be a lot of things, so okay. Shadow. Oh my oh, it's like, I also don't know how people do this in the summer. It's already very hot, and it's starting, it's like beginning of April now. Wow. Okay, bye. I saw on the map, there's like a Lycian ruin. Although it's not like an official archaeological site, so it's basically abandoned right now. What are these, like tombs or something? Houses? Storages? I'm not sure. Something I really do not like about this trail. And some people might like this, but I don't. I mean, just look. The whole trail is again destroyed by probably a landslide, or I don't know what it's called in English, but it's absolutely so insane to walk here. It's so tricky. Every step you have to be so careful. You have to watch the map like 100 times. I'm so glad if I'm off this mountain. It's not fun to walk this. Absolutely no fun, I think. Should not have done this actually. But I want to finish the trail. I'm very sad and happy at the same time, because I know I'm almost finished with the hike. And I'm now standing at the highest point. Well, for now at least, it's 1400 meters. See the view of Antalya. Again, shitty view of course, because, well, mountains don't like me. But tomorrow there's a few kilometers and it's done. After that I will do the carrion trail, so I'm really curious to see how that will turn out. I hope it's more safer. That's the only thing I hope.
Look, an absolutely stunning spot for wild camping. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is just insane, what a view.
You see, the starting point, I finished it. That's strange. Oh well, gonna enjoy it, I guess. Feels pretty weird to be honest. But gonna do another trail, carrion trail, here I come. Spoke to another man who said it was a beautiful hike, so we'll see whatever happens. And after that I will go to Kos, then to Athens, and then I will fly to Corfu to do the Corfu trail. So I'm curious to see how that will turn out.